Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is your host, CryptoSomniac, here to bring you everything crypto related, where the rich never sleep. It was a big weekend today in the blockchain space, so we have a lot to talk about, and I'll take some of you guys' questions afterwards. I'm going to move you guys onto my separate monitor, and we'll take them in just a moment. But first, let's give some free crypto away. I do this here every day. All you have to do is share this video on Facebook or on Twitter to be eligible. One for Facebook, two for Twitter, and today we have one. So anyone who shared my video from yesterday in my Facebook group will be eligible. So if you're not a member, we are 3,500 strong. Join it. There's a lot of great stuff that even, you guys show me a lot of information as well that, I'm not always on top of. So we had 27 shares yesterday, so we'll pick a number between 1 and 27. 27. 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it doesn't go down all the way. That's wonderful. I don't know why this does this sometimes. So let's just do a number between 1 and 10. Generate. So number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daniel Avila. You are the winner today. I'll tag you in this post afterwards and get you taken care of. But again, if you're not a member of the Facebook community, I give away free, very noisy ear mic. Thanks. I think my air conditioning's on in the background. Let me turn that off. So the aircon, I think, is pretty loud here on the mic, but thank you. So again, if you're not a member of the Facebook group or community, head over there. But let's get started and talk about some of the news. I'll take your guys' questions afterwards. So there was an article that was released yesterday that was eventually actually taken down, and I have a picture of it here snipped out. So it read, it was over on the Medium. Though this news is correct, what was not it talks about the exchanges in China being banned, potentially. What was not talked about in these articles and news, so it was in the same article that was published by the People's Bank of China, PBC. It's clearly stated that any trading platform that provides cryptocurrency exchange services for China is to halt its services effective immediately also. Otherwise, their platform of any sort or shape will be shut down by authorities and their business licenses will be revoked. And they cited specifically Bitfinex in this article. Another Chinese exchange was Binance. So before I start to spread any FUD or fear, I did some research and I talked to my Chinese buddies and asked them what they were doing. And last night we moved all of our money off the exchanges from Bitfinex as well as Binance. So I took all my money out of both exchanges. Now I want to follow up after doing some more research. I found where was that photo? I think it was in my Slack group. One moment. Someone posted MCIO News Community Discussion. One moment. Someone posted this photo from Bitfinex, and they came out with a statement in regards to this news that was on that article about Chinese exchanges being shut down potentially. And here is that image. So it said the Bitfinex platform is owned and operated by iFinex Inc., a company incorporated in Britain. And we do not fall under any Chinese or Hong Kong jurisdictions. This has no effect on our platform. So someone emailed them to see if this was true, and apparently it's not. So apparently Bitfinex is okay if your funds are on there. However, I know a lot of people have Iota on there, and we'll go over how to take Iota off there. It's good just to keep it in the offline Iota wallet anyway, just because you have your private keys, and it's always better to keep them in hardware wallets or offline wallets. So we'll go over how to do that in a few moments, but I just want to let you guys know Bitfinex should be okay. However, I don't know about Binance. I did more research, and like I said, everyone that I spoke to, we all took our money off of Binance and put it into other exchanges. So I would suggest you guys do the same. It's always better to be safe than sorry. I would not suspect Binance or Bitfinex to go down. I'm sure they would comply with any regulations necessary. And that brings us to our next point. Over the weekend, if you missed it and you're at work today, China banned ICOs from raising money inside of China. So Chinese investors are not allowed to participate in ICOs. So in light of that news, a lot of ICOs are being refunded. Things are shifting. For starters, let's talk about this article here. Binance refunds the Tron token. So Binance ran an ICO, Tron, through their website a couple of days ago, maybe about a week ago now, and they're refunding customers, anyone who participated in the ICO. So you can refer to this article or quickly search it and get directions on what you'll need to do if you participated. Now, I don't think it's mandatory, but if you are in China, it may be mandatory. So there's that. The Red Pulse ICO has been postponed until further notice. So it was originally scheduled for September 10th, and their registration process apparently is still open. It still excludes people from China, US, and Singapore to participate, but the registration is still open. However, they will delay or postpone their ICO. It will no longer be scheduled September 10th, so keep an eye on that. Both companies, Neo and QTum, the forefront platforms over in China, they compare themselves to Ethereum, came out with statements. The first was from Neo here, and again they state that you can also change your funds, exchange them. Anything that was bought during the ICO fundraising period can be exchanged for, it can be refunded. So they've started taking requests for that. There are directions here. You can contact at neo.org to be refunded. You have until October 17th, 2017. And they also highlight in this article here somewhere, it says, Neo Council has obtained sufficient resources to support its technological R&D, research and development, and ecosystem development for the next few years. So it does not look like any of these hits will have taken a hit to Neo, or really anything. I think Neo is a great platform, and again, there is no reason to worry. I think we talked about this over the weekend. I think this is good for ICOs. This is going to weed out the crappy ones. This is going to provide structure. And let's face it, China is smart. They are very good technologically, and the government does not want to miss out on a piece of this pie of blockchain technology. They're very smart, and they don't want to miss out. They do not want to miss out. I repeat that. And this, I think, overall bodes very well. They're smart. They're clamping down. They realize the potential in it, and it's no reason for fear. We saw a big drop-off in prices, and I think it was a great opportunity to pick up some stuff over the weekend if you didn't have the chance to. And I just want to share this meme right here. I thought this was funny. Someone shared this to me the other day. The lesson from the internet is anything that China bans, invest in it, from Fred Wilson on Bitcoin back in 2014. As you guys may know, they banned Bitcoin a couple of months ago. Maybe it was early last year. I forget when exactly. 3 of the major exchanges in China were banned for about a month due to corruption, and they had to fix things and realize that, hey, this thing has potential. We need to fix this. We need to make money. This cannot be illegitimate, and they came back online. So I would not be surprised if they re-allowed citizens to invest in ICOs down the road in a more regulated fashion. In fact, I know that they're plotting to. They're not trying to suspend people from investing, really. They want to protect it and regulate it because there are no regulations. So this is a good thing. Hold on to your Neo. If you haven't sold it already, please hold on to it. No reason to fear. So we're going to close that. We're going to close the Neo statement. QTum also had a statement of their own, QTum. This was taken from their Telegram chat that I was in. You can do whatever you want with your QTum tokens, but for a limited time, the QTum Foundation will offer a refund at crowd sale prices if they send back their tokens. Same thing with Neo. Both of them are very transparent and releasing statements on what you can do, so I think great things from both companies, Neo and QTum. And it doesn't make much sense to exchange your tokens. You're going to lose money. But they're doing the right thing. They're being transparent, and they are following through with the regulations being put in place, and they're doing the right thing. But that being said, yes, you would lose money by returning your tokens due to the fact that they are worth a lot more than they were worth during the ICO stage. So, and yes, you can generate gas in using the Neon wallet. So we're going to close that. Just in light of some other news, QTum and BAT are here to the Exodus wallet. Good things for both BAT and QTum. I think that is pretty good news there for those of you that use Exodus. Again, QTum is a very popular coin that I've been talking about the past couple of weeks, so great news here from that. We can close the best new music because we don't need any more music. We'll close the random number generator, and I already shared this article here with you guys about the news of the Binance and Bitfinex possibly being at risk of losing your money, so we'll close that. And let's talk about this article here by Omise Go. This again is just another article that everyone's complying. All the major companies, a lot of the Chinese coins were hit this weekend. The big three are Neo, Omise Go, and QTum, I think, probably took the biggest hits out of all three. And I think if we take a look at coin market cap, they are the coins that rebounded the most, I think. Omise Go here, QTum's still down. Neo was up earlier. A lot of them bounced back pretty quickly, but Omise Go, the strongest here. Omise Go, I think, is a great project. And they came out and just stamped out some of the rumors here about the company possibly being impacted by China's crackdown on ICOs. They said the network is currency agnostic, and the open source white label digital wallet framework we provide will allow financial services companies to select what services they provide their end users in compliance with the regulations they must follow. Good news and great time to stock up on OMG. This is why I'm strong on OMG. We believe. Great communication. This makes me proud as an investor. So all of the big three, Omise Go, Neo, QTum, all came out with statements and are very transparent, and I think this is really good. And it's just something to be aware of. Be leery of cautious when some of these things go parabolic. I know a lot of you probably bought Omise Go or Neo rather at say $50, $60 due to FUD and fear of missing out, FOMO rather. And everything that goes up that quickly usually has to come back down. And yes, this was in light of some news, but for those of you that are new to cryptocurrency, this happens all the time. We have some pullbacks and corrections. This is healthy. This is good for the market. And I do not think this is the last major pullback we have. In fact, I think we are going to head back towards the $3,000 mark in Bitcoin not too far off in the future. If you're interested in learning more, I do go over my whole trading portfolio, my analysis and everything in my Moon Lounge. You can join that for $100 a month using the link in the video below, or over here for on my YouTube banner profile. You can join next month starting October 1st. We go over everything, how to set up your portfolio going forward. We run it all through Slack. And again, it's a great opportunity to be involved and stay on top of the news and know what I'm trading, when I sell it, when I buy it, etc. I also take one-on-one appointments for those of you who don't have that time to be involved on a day-to-day or weekly basis. A lot of people just chat with me once a week, once a month. I take one-on-one appointments using the link below or in the banner on my YouTube profile. And I offer a full money-back guarantee. If you're not happy with my services, all you got to do is say so at the end of the call, and I'll refund you. I luckily haven't had anyone refund me yet, but that's all you got to do, so I'll be very open there. You can also email me at cryptosomniac@gmail.com to schedule an appointment via cryptocurrency. And lastly, I offer a course on Udemy. It's the best place to start. $10 here in my profile as well. If you're new to crypto, you'll get everything you need in there if you're new. So check that out. I also want to go over how you can use the Iota wallet in case you need to move your funds from Bitfinex. So I'll jog through it right here real fast, or briefly. But you can go to just search the Iota wallet. And they have one on their website. I don't remember where it is exactly. I believe this is it right here. And what you'll do is, this is not what I want. Releases Iota wallet, GitHub. So here it is right here on GitHub. You can download it. If you're a Windows guy or PC guy, you can download the PC one here. You can download the Mac one if you're a Mac guy. And after you open it up, it'll ask you two things. It'll say, I believe, do you want to connect to the Lite client, or do you want to sync the entire blockchain and run it that way? Most people like to run the Lite client because you can connect to a node that is already synced to the blockchain, and you do not have to, like I said, sync the entire blockchain and wait hours and hours and hours. So if you click the Lite client, you will Iota node servers. What you'll do is you'll see a drop down of servers or nodes to connect to. And if you come to this right here, you'll see the list of all the supported nodes or servers, and you'll want to select something here from this list when you open up your Iota wallet. You will like I said, connect to one of these nodes that has been proven and is acknowledged by Iota. And then what you'll need to do is create a seed, Iota seed generator. So seeds are long. They are 81 characters, I believe, and can include capital letters and the number 9. Anything else does not work. So you can create one yourselves. Here's an example of one, or you can just generate one here, which I did, which I think is a bit easier. And this will be your seed or your private key. This is what you'll use every time to log in. And if you Iota wallet, after you select light client and you connect to a node, this will be the box that you see when you log in. Just give it one moment to load. Here it is. And what you'll do is you'll type in your private key or your seed. So after you're set up and you have this key, you'll just copy it and you'll hit paste and you'll log in. And what that'll do is it'll bring you inside the Iota wallet. And now to send money to it from Bitfinex, you'll just use the receipt portion here, and you can just copy that to your clipboard. This will be the address of your wallet, and you'll be able to paste that into your Bitfinex account when you go to withdraw money. So that is it in a jiffy. I know I didn't cover it in detail and download it for you, but hopefully you guys are able to pick up that stuff on your own. If you have any trouble, feel free to schedule a one-on-one with me. I go over anything like this. I usually do calls over Skype where I can share my screen if necessary so we can walk you through each step that you need. So again, I'd have a look at that. Even if you're not looking to take your money off of Bitfinex for the purposes of the exchange shutting down, I think it's just good to keep your money in a hardware wallet, safe where nothing, you own your private key and it's safe, it's protected, you don't have to worry. I sent my money here last night just to get it off Bitfinex just in case anything happened. So it's always good. So I'll take some of you guys' questions now. I'm going to just take a quick scroll back. Why is pay down? Like I said, a lot of this stuff went parabolic. Let's take a look at the chart. Let me log into Coinergy. I like to use Coinergy better. Again, I teach technical analysis as well. If you need assistance with that, you can schedule a one-on-one. But let's log in and take a quick look-see. I like to load this chart, take a look at pay. And if you look at this, let's scroll back. We went pretty parabolic here, man. We went parabolic here, and this is, a correction. This is necessary. So anytime you see this, I try to stay away. This is too hot. I'm just reading your guys' questions. If you have anything, feel free to shut them out. So why is pay down? So yeah, that's why pay is down. Bitfinex closing down for U.S. investors in a month or two. Yes. Also, Bitfinex is closing down if you're a U.S. investor. So if you have Iota and the place that you have it is on Bitfinex, I would suggest that you also get it off there as well for that reason. You really think BTC is going to hit 3K this month? I don't know if it'll hit this month. But I do think we're going to see a pullback pretty soon, whether it be this month, next month. There's definitely going to be a correction, and it's going to last longer than 3 days or a long holiday weekend. It's 100% going to come back. It's just a matter of when. And after doing some chart analysis, I really think we are going to come back to probably the 3,000 mark. I wouldn't be surprised if we even dipped under the 3,000 mark. I could see something as low as, say, $2,300, $2,400, $2,500 for sure. I have a strong feeling we're probably going to hit 5K a couple of times, bounce off it, and take a major dip, especially as we get closer to this hard fork. Good time to buy Stratus. They delayed their Breeze wallet, and it took a hit. So I don't know. I would be a little cautious there. It took a dip because of that. However, it isn't at an all-time high like some of these other tokens that people ask. Why don't we call China's bluff? I hope you guys did over the weekend. I hope you guys picked up some cheap Neo and QTum, Omise Go. A lot of these projects were down, and very, very good projects long term. Where would be a safe haven to put BTC when it starts to drop? I think Ethereum is going to do very well through the end of the year. You have options such as USD Tether, Litecoin. There's other options. You could even go to fiat if you want. But there are many options that you can use, and me and my Moon Lounge will be discussing options that you have inside of there. So if you're someone who's interested in that, certainly consider that. Certainly if it hits 2K, seriously, if BTC hits 2K, why buy anything now? because I think there will be some rises. I think, like I said, I think we'll bounce back up towards, say, 5K. And we'll probably test it once or twice more. Perhaps we will. I'm frozen. That's not good. Can you guys hear me still? And we'll probably test it once or twice more. Perhaps we will. I'm frozen. That's not good. That's not good. Can you guys hear me still? And we'll probably test it once or twice more. Okay, well, I'm not sure why I'm frozen. Oh well. Technical difficulties. In fact, if anyone knows anything about green screens and lives in the LA area, feel free to stop by. I'll gladly pay you to help me out. I've been having some issues. I tried to set up a green screen on my own, and I honestly, I just chucked it. I returned it, rather, because I got sick of it and didn't feel like setting it up. So if anyone's in the LA area, feel free to hit me up, cryptosomniac@gmail.com. But as we were saying, Stratus is... or as I was saying, seriously, if BitK hits to anything, why buy now? Like I said, I think we are gonna go up. We're still gonna see a couple of good weeks here. I do suspect things to pull back soon, though. It's just a matter of when. I mean, no one can predict the market spot on, but we're due for a correction. We're due for a bigger correction than we saw over the weekend. We are absolutely due for one. How do you split your percentage of portfolio long-term, mid-term, and short-term in ICOs? I suggest only investing maximum 5% ICOs. They're extremely risky. You know, you get your funds locked up for 3 months. A lot of times you can buy them on the exchanges cheaper than the ICO. They're young. They're unproven. I like to keep about 50% of my portfolio long-term and the other about, trading and swing trading, and actively use it and keep it on the exchanges, to swing trade and make profits with. But I'd say 50% or so is my long-term portfolio. So any other questions, feel free to answer. Again, we got a lot of stuff here covered today. It's been a crazy weekend in cryptocurrency, but I'm here to bring you guys all the good news. Is Tether safe at all? Yes. Tether is something that's pegged to the US dollar. It's a cryptocurrency that you can use to sort of short the market. So say when Bitcoin hits $5,000, you can cash out, put your money in USD Tether, and then when it slides back down to 3,000, 2,000, you can repurchase for less. Do you think we will pull back when ETFs are coming? No, ETFs are great. So you think ETH will spike of a drop with Metropolis? I think Metropolis is broken down into 2 forks. I think it's going to bode very well through the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised to see us at $500-$600 for Ethereum by the end of the year. I think it's going to be a slow, steady gainer, slow growth. It's going to be pretty well. I don't think there's going to be many more opportunities to buy sub 300. So I hope you guys were able to pick some Ethereum up over the weekend. We may see a little pullback here in the near future, but you won't see many more opportunities to buy it in the 200 region. That's for sure. But if it does, I would certainly look to pick some up. So 50% locked away, you don't touch. That's correct. ETH to 1K in a year. I am a big believer that it's just a matter of time until the market cap here of Ethereum is $29 billion, while Bitcoin is $72 billion. Let me just break this down for you. Look at all the use cases for Ethereum. You guys realize the projects you are invested in are possible because of Ethereum. Things like Omise Go. Things like, what else? Things like 10x. Things like, is ArcRad on Ethereum's blockchain? I forget, to be honest. Things like Civic. Things like Banker. Things like District 0x, things like so many of these projects are possible because they're ran off of Ethereum, Golem. It's amazing. It really is remarkable. So Arc is its own. Thank you for that. So these projects are possible because of Ethereum. The use cases, now don't get me wrong, I don't think Bitcoin or Ethereum is going to get rid of Bitcoin. That's not what I mean. But the use cases for Ethereum far, far outweigh those of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's main function is really a storage of value. It's not even really able to be used as a currency yet. So it really is only like essentially gold. It's a storage of value. It doesn't even function yet as a currency. It doesn't even function as a currency, really, though it's striving to be such. Ethereum, meanwhile, has all those use cases that I just cited and many, many, many more that are being developed. All the ICOs that you are investing in via Ethereum are, possible because of Ethereum. And it's just remarkable. So in due time, I'd absolutely think the market cap will surpass that of Bitcoin. That would essentially double it, more than double it. So that's about $600 in price. And then I think it's a matter of time also until price actually surpasses it. Now that's something you have to look at, the circulating supply there's a lot more coins in supply than there are Bitcoin, and more will be mined. But I think it's a matter of several years that Ethereum will eventually one day surpass the price of Bitcoin. QTum is actually a platform of its own. I know they have tokens, they're like placeholders right now until the mainnet launches in September. But QTum is not built off the Ethereum blockchain. It's a platform of its own. Do you think it's possible for all the Bitcoin to get bought up, no longer be used in the market due to being so valuable? No. No one's going to buy up all the Bitcoin. We're all going to have some. QTum mainnet launch in a week. Yep, that's right. And I just want to cite out to you guys, if you haven't checked out VibeHub, it's an ICO that I've been covering for the past couple of weeks. There is 1.5 hours left to get in at a 10% bonus. I covered it a couple of times in some videos back. I would suggest taking a look at it. It is seeking to bring VR to blockchain. And oh my goodness, all these comments popping up randomly. But take a look at it. It is seeking to bring, like I said, VR to the blockchain, which I think is really cool. You can check out some of their previews and betas here. I think what they're doing is fantastic. I was able to speak to the co-founders, and I think they have a really great mission and a lot of things planned in the next several weeks and months. And I think you'll see some really cool stuff from them. Their token sale, again, runs for a couple more weeks. It is 10% bonus right now. They've raised over 4.4 thousand Ether. Which is equivalent to close to $2 million. I mean, obviously that depends on the price of Ethereum. And there's still a couple weeks left, so check them out. Would you sell your Bitcoin if it was worth $500,000? I wouldn't. I would use Litecoin. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Open to U.S. investors. VibeHub is not open to U.S. investors, as is any ICO that is being launched right now. Everyone is promoting Walton Chain. Do you think this is a good investment? I think it's extremely new. Everyone's talking about it. To be honest, there's a lot of hype. Let's take a look at the chart. I don't even know the ticker off my head. WTC. Let's find out the ticker for it. WTC. Isn't that what I typed in? WTC. I don't know why Coinergy doesn't have it yet. Let's take a look. WTC. It's really fresh. It got a lot of news. Looks like it's been crashing recently, actually. This is a lot of the times what happens. Something comes out, it's fresh, it's hot, it rises, and then people take profit and it loses its value. I think you guys got to really do your research, read up on things. Apparently, it's being touted as the Iota of China. And why is this saving to my computer? So, do your research. I haven't done my full research. I have not had a chance to read the white paper here. I'm sure it's a doozy if it's anything like Iota. There's a hilarious meme that I posted to my Instagram page on Iota after I read the white paper. I think you guys will get a good chuckle out of this. Me after reading the Iota white paper, and I went to bed one night. I fell asleep reading that thing, and my head was boggled. I'm a chemical engineer. I went to school for 5 years, and I studied calculus probably every day in school, and I had a hell of a time understanding what the heck Iota was, or how it functioned, at least from a technical background. But Walton Coin, yeah, I think that does have a kind of a bad name, if you ask me. And I'm not someone who's going to buy into the hype. Like I said, all that stuff went pretty parabolic recently. Do your homework, do your research. I'll have to look into it more. It's something that's fresh and new. Like I said, I suggest, it's much better, the Warren Buffett style of investing. Invest in a couple of things that you've done your homework and research on, that you have full confidence and know that will do well. Don't invest into 20, 30 projects that you've barely even done the research on. I think that's what a lot of you guys do. Take the time to really read a company, go over the team, the community, its mission, the token, what gives its token value, the development team, and do your homework and invest in something that you really believe in. Are you really going to buy? I know that some of you guys bought Walton Chain because you heard Iota, China, and that was it. You know, that's all you guys heard and probably bought it. And that's not the way you should treat your hard-earned money. You know, you're going to fall into the same traps that some of the people that bought Neo for $55 did. So do your homework. Any tips on managing portfolio? Apps to use? You have Blockfolio, CryptoCompare.com. I'm working on a website that should be out soon that'll help with a lot of that. Where are most ICOs coming out of? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that question. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to holler. Like I said, I take one-on-one appointments. We have the Moon Lounge, which you're eligible to join next month. You can email me at cryptosomniac@gmail.com if you have any other questions. Which countries are ICOs coming out of? They're coming out of everywhere. The U.S., China, Singapore. They're all over the place, man. They're pretty global. Warren Buffett says we should just buy the S&P 500 index. Also not a bad idea as well. I think there's a lot more money, though, to be made in cryptocurrency than in the traditional stock market, though I certainly wouldn't advise you put all your money into one or the other. Although, you know, this is my full-time job, so I'm obviously biased towards cryptocurrency, and I do believe in it long-term. But no ICOs from China now. There will be ICOs still launched. You just won't be able to invest in them as a Chinese investor. I have not done any homework on Black Moon. I'm sorry, I cannot comment on that. Just FYI, RPX got postponed. I forget what RPX is. That is RPX. Oh yeah, Red Pulse. We did cover that in the beginning of the video. Crypto 1 trillion market cap. When do you think? Next year. I think next year we'll hit 1 trillion. I really do. But yeah. So if you have any other questions, I will feel free to shoot them out. I also do live streams a lot on Facebook. Tonight is Tuesday. I got it pretty busy tonight, but I'll probably be live streaming from my Facebook group tomorrow, where I just take your guys' questions. It's usually a bit more lax of an environment. I literally just sit there and ask questions. So if you're not a member, please head over there. Like I said, got a real great community of people that just post a lot of good stuff. You know, I don't see how you could possibly be informed on all the information in the space. But which first coin you think will be used to buy everything? I'm not sure what you mean exactly by that question. Aventus ICO tomorrow. Yes, it is. Looks pretty interesting. I read the white paper on that a couple of nights ago, and I like a lot of what they do. They do have a competitor called Aventus versus something. What is the company? Aventus versus Ticketmaster, not Ticketmaster, but I'm trying to find out the name of. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll have to dig a little bit deeper. There is a competitor to it that I would also suggest taking a look at. 10x Monaco, maybe. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up button. What that does, it lets other people know that this was worth watching. I greatly appreciate all of it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. We do these videos here every day. And tune back, like I said, for tomorrow. If you have anything that you have questions on, feel free to email me. My course over on Udemy is a great place to spot or start in cryptocurrency. I take one-on-one appointments, and I'll be opening the Moon Lounge to a couple of people for next month. So thank you guys all for tuning in.